Hey, welcome back team to the Gathousefitness channel. Today I will be doing my 2-year, 3-month lock update. My 2-year, 3-month was on January 6th. It is January 15th. I just put a video up last week about the Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo. So if you have not seen that, please go watch it. I also won't be like showing my locks today because I just showed them in that video. So I'll tag it below if you want to actually see how they look. They haven't changed since last week. And I'm also not going to show my locks today because not this weekend, but next weekend I'm going to be doing something new with my hair and I'll be showing it then. So between last week and 2 weeks from now, you'll get to see it. So anyways, so let's just get into it. So I had some new products which also were spoken about in the last video. So the Afro G 2-minute reconstructor and the reconstructor spray. I started using that because I just felt like my locks felt funny, but come to find out I had to consult my lock gurus, meaning people that have been locked like 7+ years that are in my life. So basically what was happening is the ends of my locks aren't locked completely yet, so they're still going through the phase of locking. So the middle part is pretty much locked, you know, your root and your new growth, and the part you just retwisted is pretty much a baby lock, a new lock. In the ends on mine, some people's ends are sealed by the time they're 2 years, 3 months. Mine are not, are still locking. So like it was basically budding at the end and then shedding. So like you remember at the beginning, if you've been locked for a while, you get the like balls at the end. So like your hair sheds and it doesn't catch on any of the lock, and then it kind of gets to the bottom and it's like these strings with the balls at the end. So that whole thing was happening again. I didn't really remember at the time what budding felt like because that happened year 1 and we're at 2 years, 3 months. So yeah, I thought something was going on. So that's why I got the Afro G, because I was like, are my locks weak? What's happening? Is it like a hollow spot? Because you know the bud feels different than the rest of the lock. So anyways, I got that for that reason, but I'm going to continue to use it because I do have colored hair, even though my color has come from natural processes. If you haven't seen those videos, I used, in the very beginning, I used henna, and then I used natural tint, and I recently used Herbitint, which are made from fruits and vegetables and fruit enzymes and all other kind of stuff. So I can't really go really light with my hair because I'm not bleaching it. I'm just using plants pretty much. But anyways, yeah, so colored hair, I figured doing protein treatments and things like that wouldn't hurt it. It would just help it long term. So that was a new product, the Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo. I also mentioned, and then I bought 3 sample sizes of Allicate Naturals. I saw it featured on someone's video a few months ago, 2 months ago. It was after Thanksgiving. And I was like, man, I really remember I used to love Allicate Naturals when I was Loose Naturals. So I bought the 3 products. I cannot remember the names of the 3, but the one I do remember is the, I want to say it's Shea, apparently I don't remember it, the Shea Yogurt. It's like the Shea Butter one. I did use that to do a braid out, and my hair responded to it well, which I figured it would, and I'm going to use it to retwist the next time I retwist, which will be in 2 weeks when I do this whole new thing to my hair. So yeah, I will, after I try all 3 of the products, come back and do a video on that. I am kind of afraid of one because it is like a aloe gel, but when I used aloe gel to do my retwist back when I started my locks, this was before I hit year 1, it left my hair gummy even though it was just aloe gel, and I know people love aloe gel and locking gels and all this, but I didn't like how it felt. So I bought it, but I don't know if I'm going to actually use that one because I'm kind of scared. So we shall see. Other happenings, my retwists are still 4 to 6 weeks. My hair actually prefers 4 weeks as far as my scalp goes. It's irritated when I stretch it longer. You always want to come be up in the video. Sit. What? You are a disturbance. You're trying to smell my lip gloss? It's Fenty. So yeah, my scalp prefers 4 weeks. I want to try to do 6 weeks just because I want my locks to be healthy for the long run. I did have to knot one of my locks. So during the time when I was going through trying to figure out what this whole budding thing was going on with several of my locks, I would say it was probably about 8 of them. One of them actually was, I guess you can say, damaged. It had a thin spot. So it was all locked normal, and then it was like really thin, and then the end, probably about this much at the end. This part was good, and then it was like this little part right here that was weird. So I don't even know which one it is, because after I did the 3 knots in a row, like knot, 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 and palm rolled it, I can't even tell. But it was one of the ones in this region right here. It wasn't the back row, and it wasn't the edge, but something right up in here in this area. So yeah, there was that. I don't know why that one did that, but it did. It's handled. Let's see. I will need to combine more locks. So when I parted my hair, I parted it like I was doing a twist out. Like in my mind, I know they were staying permanently, but I was not diligent about making sure all the squares were exactly the same time. Also, even though I was loose natural for like 4 years, I believe, I didn't really understand different textures in my head and the different thicknesses of the strand. Like my hair is really fine, like strand wise, but some of it is finer than the rest. So between it being fine and some of it being a looser texture than I thought it was, they locked up really, really different. And then add to that, some of the squares are smaller than the rest of the squares. So these like 2 or 3 rows in the back here, they are smaller locks than the rest of them, and I'm sure they would do fine. I mean, people have locks as thin as sister locks and they survive, but I just kind of, you know, when you have thicker locks everywhere else, you kind of want it to match, and if they're thinner, it kind of feels like they're weak even though they're not. It's just that in comparison to this one over here that feels like a rope, and this one here is like skinny, you feel like they both should be thick as the rope. So I'm gonna do some more combining. Most of my combining already for my current 2 years has been in this area anyway, and around my edges. So I guess once I get that done, it'll probably be good for some years to come. So when I started out, I had 102 locks. Around my 8-9 month lock update, I had about 95. So I did that much combining, and then I just counted my locks on Sunday, and I had 87. So by the time I finish combining, I'll probably have like 80. So yeah, that'll be done before my 2 years, 6 months, so my 2.5 year. So I'll have a new lock count by then. I did set like a hair goal for myself. I of course want healthy locks, but about now, when my hair is loose in the back, I can reach my hand up like this and touch it right here. So I want bra strap length, and I would love for that to occur within this year. I know hair grows about half an inch, a quarter to a half an inch a month. So that is about 8 to 6 inches. So I think I can do it. I mean, it's not like I can do anything to speed it up, but keep it healthy and moisturized so it doesn't break off and so that it grows well. So that's my hair goal for the year. So healthy hair that grows to bra strap length within 2019. We'll see if that happens. So I think that is all of my hair updates. Like I said, I won't show you my locks because I just did that and they were freshly washed, and right now I have a braid out kind of up in a bun, so they're all crinkly anyway, so it really, and I need a retwist. So actually I usually need a retwist. Yeah, that'll be good. When I come back in a couple weeks, my hair will be freshly retwisted so you can actually see how much it has grown. That's another thing. That is one thing. Did I skip that on here? Yeah, I wrote that. So I put growth question mark because I feel like my hair hasn't grown since my October update. it's like I know it has when I style it because it can do things it couldn't do, but when I look at it visually, it looks the same to me. But then I have people saying, oh my gosh, Janet, your hair is getting so long. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like I'm in some kind of mind warp with it. But anyways, it's healthy. It's doing well. I love it. I'm glad I locked my hair. Yeah, that's about it. So those are my updates. Hopefully I didn't end up talking for like 30 minutes because I come on here thinking, I'm like, yeah, you're going to do like a 5 to 10 minute video. And then when I go to edit, I'm like, what were you talking about? Like, how did you end up talking about Dubai and we supposed to be talking about a lock update? Who knows? So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I think I'm going to get this video up before the 17th. If I do get this video up before the 17th, make sure you go watch my New Year's goals video because there's a giveaway featured on that video. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.